textbook. And so I didn't want to require you to just have to read the entire textbook in 7 weeks. So instead, what I've done is I've gone through and picked out the most important parts, and I've assigned the Inquisitive assessment. So I want to walk you through how to use that today and the way to get the most out of it. So as a reminder, we will do most things using modules. So I would encourage you to work from a computer this semester. It does work from a tablet or from a phone, but it's a better experience from a computer. Either way, you want to make sure you're at the home screen or at least coming over to the modules portion. So I've organized everything by modules. So you should do the Start Here module first. Helpful resources are there. And then using our textbook, then you'll get into each unit. So there's going to be 4 units. Each unit has its own module here. So you can go through the lectures 1 and 2, and then see the Inquisitive and the quizzes for that week. Now you can do these in any order you want to. You can do the Inquisitives and then come up and do the lectures if you want to. Inquisitives are another part of the learning process. I just would make sure that you do all of that before you take any actual quizzes. So you can see it's a quiz based off of this little rocket here. And then you also have your speech assignment here. So we're going to go ahead and click into one of these Inquisitives so you can see what it looks like. Remember, you did not need to buy a textbook this semester because your course fees cover the textbook material. So you're going to click on one of these links, and the first time you click into one of these links, it's going to ask you to sign in using your UWO account. Please always access these quizzes from the Canvas page. Don't save the textbook page and try to access it from there. If you do that, then it won't sync your grade to Canvas. We need it to sync your grade to Canvas. So always come back to Canvas and click on these, and then you'll go in and you'll get your link. So for example, if I click on one of these, it'll say load Inquisitive. This is how you should always access these quizzes. So I've already preloaded one. Here is what the Inquisitive tool looks like. Now remember, anybody who completes these gets full credit. So this is just easy free points for you to learn the material as you go through the textbook and see what you already know. So the reason why we're using Inquisitive is if you already know the material, you can get through it really quickly. And for the times when you don't know the material, it'll help you work through it until you do know it. So a couple things I want to point out here is you've got your main question here. You have up here your question confidence. You can see your score over the past little bit, and you can see your current grade as you go. The other really important part is over here in the corner, you can see the pages that answer the question here. So this question is asking which individuals are engaged in code switching. Now, if I don't know what code switching is, before I even try to answer it, I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on pages 208 to 209. And this takes me right to the textbook where it talks about this. Now I don't have to read the whole chapter. All I have to do is read this one section. And if I read this one section, I'm going to learn about what code switching is. And then I can come back and try to answer my question. And if I think I know it a lot, I'm going to put my confidence high. If I don't think I know it very well, I'm going to put my confidence low. And then I'm going to sort of make guesses. Oh, that's not quite right. And so I can try again. And you can just go as many times as you want to until you figure out, okay, this is code switching. This is not code switching here. Now I'm going to go on to the next question. And based off of how well I did on the last question, it might give me another question on the same topic, or it might move on to another one that's a totally different topic. So again, here I'm going to look at acoustics, and I'm going to say, you know what, I don't really understand what acoustics are. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to read this section here on sound and how sound affects us. And I'm going to read it until I understand the answer to the question. Then I'm going to come back here and see, okay, what factors can affect a room's acoustics? Noise absorbing materials, yeah. The shape of the room, yes. Let's see, the number of people in the audience, that might affect it. The color of the walls, probably not. The height of the ceiling, yeah, I think so. Okay, so we did very well on that. And as you're going to go, you're going to see your bar go up and up and up until you reach enough points to show that you have mastered the material. And once you've mastered the material, then it lets you complete the quiz. Once you have completed the quiz, you'll come back into Canvas and you will see that you have earned 5 points for that quiz. It doesn't matter how many questions you took. It doesn't matter if it took you a long time or a short time, but completing it gets you the 5 points for that. So if you look down here, you can see there's a lot of these for just the first unit. We have several of them, but that's free points, free 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. That's a lot of free points that gives you some leniency. Then that way, if you don't do as well on your speeches, you can still earn a lot of points in this class. So that's why we have those there. Keep in mind that Unit 1 and Unit 2 have a lot of Inquisitives, but then as we get later on into Units 3 and 4, you'll see fewer and fewer Inquisitives. So down here, as we get to the end, you'll see that there's aren't even any Inquisitives in the last unit. So we will do a lot of them at the beginning of the semester and not very many at the end of the semester. All right, let me know if you have any questions about this.